How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, Jagex has announced they are going to be nerfing the XP in the upcoming patch for the cooking pots. If you watched my previous video about me talking about the super fast XP that you can gain in a few different skills, and the ones that I thought for sure were going to be nerfed, it was a pretty mixed bag. Some people were like, yeah, I think they will nerf it. Other people were like, no, I don't think they're going to nerf this. Why would they do that? Well, they definitely agreed with my video. I mean, chances are they probably saw that video and then were thinking about whether or not it'd be nerfed. But either way, it's going to be nerfed. So what you're going to want to do before that nerf comes into play is to go and get as much cooking XP as you can from the cooking pots. That way you can get those levels and push to 50 or beyond. That because we do know that they are going to be increasing our skill caps to 99 eventually. And probably beyond that, as you can see right now, it says to next level, 53,867 on mine out of 100 million. So chances are, like standard RuneScape, you'll be able to skill past 99 too if you feel like it. So if you'd like to be able to get a bunch of XP, now is the time to take advantage of that. Also, too, in our Dragonwilds Discord server in the description down below, I am going to be posting pretty much everything you guys need to know about Dragonwilds. And as we come out with new updates and patches and everything like that, new content coming out, I'm definitely going to be rushing to get you guys the best methods of doing everything in the game. So be sure to hit that subscribe, hit that like, and put your notification bells on. That way that when the new content comes out, you'll be the first ones to see it. So what you're going to want to do to set this up, though, is we're going to want to make as many cooking pots as we possibly can. So you can make these very easily by hitting B to get into your building menu, going to crafting, and then you'll find the cooking pot. The cooking pot does take ash logs, stone, and animal bones, so it's very easy to craft one. If you're in the need of animal bones, you can just simply go and cast your bark to bones spell, which is a very, very fun spell to do, just because you can turn a tree into bones, which is kind of cool. But chances are, though, if you are planning on setting up something like this and you've got a big house and everything, you probably already have enough animal bones anyway. But if you don't, that's a great way for you to make sure that you do. Also, as you can see, my dude is just sitting here like dying of hunger and starvation. So making all this water is going to be a really good thing long term anyway, because you're going to have lots and lots of water to use. I highly recommend setting this up in this way. I would make it so that your inventory just has a crystal bow or some other weapon in case you get attacked by a warband while doing this method. And then also you're going to want to have the leggings of lightness because they do increase your carry weight by 50, which is really nice when doing any of this type of crafting stuff. Besides that, you can just have an empty inventory. I've just got these things in here because we're going to be using them. The next thing you're going to want to do is set up some large chests. Large chests are ideal because you can stack them up like I have in this right here in order to take up a lot less space and have a lot more storage space. This makes it so that while you are cooking these, you can just simply go over here and dump them into the storage, and then it makes it very easy to just store all the things you're making. Now, if you don't want to keep the cooked water, the clean water, you don't have to. You can just go ahead and destroy it. You can destroy an item by holding down X, and then it will destroy that. But I will show you some reasons why you may not want to destroy it in a second. But what we're going to do is simply go down to some water, which, by the way, I have built my house right here, and this right here in the Fractured Plains. This is like pretty much the ideal spot in the game to build a house right now, as far as I've seen. This is the place we decided to build first, and honestly, I have no regrets. I think this is probably the best spot in the game to build. You could also consider building over here, but this spot right here is nice because there is an anima tree like literally right here by my house, so I can just run up there and get some anima bark and everything else. But you're just going to want to put your cookers next to the water. If they're not in your house, that's okay. Just make sure that you do place them next to water. That way you can run up here. You can load them with water. And after you load with water, you're just going to start them up. Before you get going, too, after you've built your cookers, you're definitely going to want to put a lot of your logs in there. So the ash logs are in here. A stack of 50 ash logs will last you quite a while. So you don't really need to be carrying them around and stuff. You just want to make sure you have enough to initially get these going. And then after they are going, you can go and grab some more logs if you feel like it. Also, as you can see right here in this pot, I am going to be taking some of the clean water I've made. I'm going to combine it with other things, which is a really great way to do this because that way you can keep using the clean water in your inventory, put it back into this cooker right here, or maybe you have a couple of these made. That way you can get some more cooking XP and not have to bank the clean water. But if you combine this with something like animal bones, you'll get this like ferocious infusion. Reduces the stamina cost of attacks, which is pretty fantastic. So that is a really, really good one to make. There's a bunch of different options you can do, though. That's just one example of an option. But what you're going to want to do, basically just have all your cookers going. Now, if you want to, you can cast superheat on a cooking pot, and then if you do this, it will make it so that that cooking pot does cook faster. Although it does have a, like, right around 10-second cooldown, so it's kind of not really worth doing. Yeah, as you can see, it does make them pump out quite a bit faster. But ideally, though, you would just be running back down and gathering some more water. So we're going to gather a bunch more water here, as you can see. Just go ahead and gather this. This is able to be gathered as fast as you can possibly spam the button, so gathering your water is very, very easy and quick. Also looks a little bit dirty when you're doing it, so, yeah. But when you are done with that, don't jump off like I just did. You're just going to run back up here, and then you just simply run through your cookers. And as you see, massive amount of XP. We just gained 2,500 cooking XP that quickly, which is absolutely crazy. It is pretty fantastic. Like, this is clearly the reason why they're going to be nerfing this, is because it does give you a massive amount of XP really, really fast. But as you see your cooking pots run out, you're just going to go ahead and simply put back in more of the dirty water. And then you'll be good to go. And this is pretty much the strategy. You would just run back down, get more dirty water, and keep going. Now, you can make as many of these cooking pots as you want to, but it's not really ideal to make too many of them because, as you can see, it does take some time to go back down there, get more dirty water, come back up here. And these do cook really, really fast. As you can see, I just put 50 in here. It's already down to 40. Now it's down to 38. It does go very, very, very quickly. So not really necessary for you to sit here and make like way more cooking pots. Something you can do too, to keep in mind, is that you could load all these up with the water, and then you can go sleep, or you can go and do like a logging run or something. You don't actually have to sit and grind this if you don't want to, although that is the fastest XP way of doing it, is grinding it. You can also have another room in your house where you've got like all your crafting stuff set up. That way you can sit here and you can get some more XP and other skills. So like I can be making some leather, and I can load all these up with different things and then just run back over here. And then once I've ran back over here, I'm just going to gather up all this. And then I would go back down, get some more dirty water, and just kind of repeat the cycle. There's a lot of different ways to do this, but basically you just want to keep on refilling these and you'll get massive amounts of XP. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this guide. Make sure you hit the subscribe and leave a comment down below if you're going to try out this method. And I would definitely go and do this before they bring the nerf, because it's definitely coming in. Also keep in mind too that in that first video I did mention a couple other things that have a high chance of getting nerfed. For example, construction XP is still OP, and they have not announced any way of nerfing that, so I would maybe go and do some construction before they nerf that one, because there's a very, very good chance they're going to be nerfing down the XP of construction as well. Anyway, guys, see you in the next one. Have a good one.